The federal government is slashing funds to Ivy League universities, and if you think this won't impact admissions, buckle up. Most people think that because Ivy League universities have multi-billion-dollar endowments, that's what pays for the school to function, but it's actually not true. Only a small percentage of that endowment gets paid out to the university each year, so the actual revenue that an Ivy League school takes in looks a lot like what you see in this chart. The endowment is only about a third of the revenue they take, and in fact, about 20% of the revenue at any Ivy League school comes directly from the federal government, and another 20% from tuition from the students. So even though federal funding only makes up about 20% of the budget of an Ivy League school, that is a huge problem for the universities because they operate on razor-thin margins. They've learned to spend every last dollar coming through their doors. So if the government cuts their budget, the university only has three ways to make up the difference: jobs, tuition, and donors. Now, the jobs part is barely worth talking about because if you think university administrators are going to cut their own jobs to balance a budget, good luck. But the tuition and the donors are actually viable options, and that brings us to the heart of admissions, because the only way they can increase the revenue from tuition is either by increasing the nominal value of tuition, which gets them a lot of public backlash, they don't like that, or by very quietly, in admissions, increasing the percentage of students they accept who they know can pay full price. And then for the donors, they can increase the donations to the university drastically by just quietly making sure that the children of donors are the students who get accepted to the university. And that way they can make up the budget shortfall from the federal government. So I'm predicting a huge trend in admissions during the next year that's going to have even more favoritism for students who can pay full tuition. Because at the end of the day, college is a business, and if money goes out from one door, it has to come in somewhere else.